This whole thing started because you took a bass and put an ES in it. And it's like, I love this, this is really cool. And we're all thinking, okay, let's make that. Yeah, we have an ES system. We have the pickups, we have the amp, we have the 3 knobs, we have the whole thing. Next thing you know, there's a humbucker in it. Next thing you know, there's 3 switches in it. Next thing you know, it's not this thick anymore, it's tapered. I think that right now, in the last 24 hours, we've gotten a lot closer to a glimpse of what the guitar will really be.
Phase 1 is basically almost like a meeting, just like this. Everybody sits down and says, hey, wouldn't that be a great idea? How about this? What do we do that? Here's our best guess on the layout for this thing. Then of course we have to evaluate it, and that takes time. Everybody's got to come in. You know, does it meet the specs? Do we want it to do something different? You know, there's a lot of reevaluation going on, which puts you to phase 5. Any modifications, and do you go back, do you start over?
One thing that's different here than our other projects is that we're designing a guitar and the electronics at the same time. You can see this guitar is changing a lot right now, trying to make the guitar really cool. And then everyone's thinking, Amtro's coming up, gotta have this done. So we're all kind of collectively have to manage this huge, giant, moving target. So we're not going to kill anybody to get this thing made by then, and we may have to reset our sights. But I do still think that we have enough time. I was sitting in my office one day when the phone buzzed, and it was David Hostler. He said, Bob, if you have a minute, there's something we got to show you. So I came down to his office, and wow, they had taken this bass body prototype, stuck an electric guitar neck on it, and they were running it just with some simple pickups and really nothing big deal at all about it. And we're playing it through electric guitar amps and acoustic guitar amps, and it was stunning.
Hi, I'm David Hostler. We're here in my little room, and actually what we're looking at is the first original Frankenstein T5. I was looking for a guitar that really worked for today's player, particularly some of the music that's happening with my son's band and some of his friends like John Foreman and Switchfoot, guys in Story of the Year. We actually went from this particular prototype into adding some pickups and developing some things a little farther. Of course, here at Taylor we have such a great team of people that once you have a creative idea and you bring it out, our craftsmen are so good at just beginning help develop that.
Hi, I'm Dave Judd, work here in product development, got to work on the early stages of the T5. It was fun working on the project. You know, as far as the parts of the T5 goes, the switch, you know, it's kind of a blend of German engineering and Sicilian madness, and with a jolt of American angst thrown in. It's a wonder it didn't blow up.
I'm Larry Breedlove, and I'm in charge of product development. I also manage the tooling department here at Taylor. When you're always doing acoustic guitars, you're kind of struggling to find something new and something interesting to do on an acoustic guitar, but when you're given the opportunity to do something like this now, you can just bring in all the things that you've ever wanted to do into a new design.
Wow, you know, we're playing this guitar, it was just unbelievable. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks that we've got to commit to this thing. And so I gathered everyone around and I said, you guys are onto something here, so I'm going to go ahead and approve it, we'll make it official, and we're committing to this thing. And we're going to give it all that it takes to get this thing brought to fruition and get it out on the market. This is a great looking guitar. Nice job. Boy, the arches on it are just wonderful. Is this one mahogany?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Spanish cedar is going to be pretty light. You have to kind of blur out the switch with your mind here.
So you actually see the flux lines on the magnets.
The guitar itself is incredible. I mean, the features it has, the scrutiny that went into every detail was amazing.
There's almost enough room for another fret there, but I think 20 frets is enough.
It was a rapid design, many hours into each little aspect, into meetings over details that you can only hope the players will acknowledge.
One of the things that happens inside a guitar is literally you get what we call the seashell effect, which is, you get to hear the ocean. You can do it with a cup or something like that. So, which led us to the point we wondered what it sounded like inside a shell. So we went out and found some snails and put a hole in it and did some comparisons where we talked like this, and you of course can't hear it on there, but then we put that up there and we talk like this, and all of a sudden everything gets really clear and work. So we thought, what's a bigger shell sound like? Hello, hello? Is anyone home in there?